Hey everybody, welcome back. This is Dolly with ThatTurboDakota. Today, my dad's going to show you how to put a Lokar locking dipstick tube in your 46 or 80 transmission if he doesn't mess it up. Alright, let's do it. What's going on, guys? I got Dolly help me do the intro. So today is going to be a pretty short one. As of right now, the converter is out at Ultimate Trans. I'd imagine maybe a week or so when getting the thing back. But I did buy something I want to show you guys. I bought this locking dipstick tube from Lokar, so let's check it out real quick. Okay, here it is right here. I already took it out of the package. It comes with this piece right here that gets inserted into the pan. There's a locking nut that goes on the bottom like that. Then you got this tool that you insert into the top. And that's what we're going to use to tighten the thing down. I did have to go ahead and pull the O-ring about it. So the cool thing about this dipstick tube is it actually locks. It locks here on that collar right there, and it also locks in the top. And that is a giant safety thing, especially when you're racing, because if something does happen to trans and it goes to puke all the fluid out of it, in some cases, if you don't have a locking tube, you can actually push the dipstick out of the tube, blow transmission fluid everywhere, and make a mess. So that's why we're going this route, just a little bit more safety oriented. The other cool thing about this is it actually comes with a plug. So when you're pulling the trans out, you can actually take the dipstick out from right here, insert this plug into this tube, and then pull the whole thing out. So let's throw it in the trans. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys real quick. I went ahead and just put a little drop of trans fluid on the rubber seal. We'll take it and stick it through the back part of the case like so. Work it in there. I have to move the gasket out of the way. Now, this nut right here goes like this, and that's why you have this tool, or that hex drive piece right here, because that thing will actually get held still right there, and we're going to turn that piece on the back side, get the thing kind of tightened up in there. So let's do it. Okay, so we're going to hold this piece like so, and then we should be able to go in the back of here, put the right wrench on it, and start tightening it up. Start tightening the fitting from the back. Go ahead and run this bad boy on. I'm not putting a lot of pressure on it. I'm going pretty easy. See if I can get that gasket out of the way so you guys can see what I'm doing. Like so. This, we're going to go ahead and tighten that bad boy up. And there it is right there. That's tight. Then the little tool they give you in the package comes out. And then the next thing I have to do is this little O-ring. Before we started, I dug this out of here. That actually goes down inside there. So we'll make sure that guy goes down there. I know you guys can't see it, but you can actually feel it fall into the groove. So that was easy enough. So the cool part about this, and I'll show you, here's the plug I was talking about. Just like that. So that's for transportation. When you're moving the thing around, pull the collar back like that. There's the plug. And then, of course, we have our dipstick. Insert a dipstick in there. Pull the collar back, and it snaps. And that's it right there. And then, again, if you got to get that dipstick out once it's in the truck, pull that collar back right there and pull it on out. Now, you can actually adjust this thing from what I understand. I know there's a set screw for the cable. I'm pretty sure if you had to, you could actually pull one of these nuts apart and cut the steel down. But that would mean that this dipstick needs to be calibrated. For what I understand, I've read this multiple places, that the fill mark needs to be about 1/4 inch above this rail, because if you overfill this trans, you're going to start getting fluid up in here into the gear train. The drum is going to be splashing through it and slow everything down. Could cause it to aerate and cavitate, which is not good. So that's one of the things that I need to check. But I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. I really do. Pull that thing out real quick. Right there. So you can see, if you can see, that's the fill mark into there. So we'll measure it real quick. Probably what we can do is measure about right there. So that's the depth, and I'll lock our tool down like so, and then we can stick that in there and see if it's where it needs to be real quick. So I'll slide it, if you can see this, slide it back in there, lock it. Now I know, so we'll stick this tool, my caliper, in there like so. Right, so we know where the fill mark is, obviously, by sticking that tool in there. Make sure, sub it right there. Then I'm going to put my fingernail on the end of it. So that's how far from that rail. So then what I can do is I can stick it like this, and I know roughly that's how far in the fill mark is. Actually, so I do believe it might be just a hair too long. So probably what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick the stock one in and recheck it. Yes, theoretically, I'm going to double check that whole 1/4 inch rule. But I'll take my stock dipstick wherever it's at around the garage real quick. We'll just put it back in there. We'll check it out. But I just want to show you that product real quick. Want to get the converter back. You know, we'll go through that fun. I still want to relocate the shocks behind the axle. That's in another video, but that's going to involve the bed having to come off the truck. So, thanks for watching this week. I know it was a short one. We'll see what we get into next weekend. See ya. Hey, just real quick, I was going to wrap this up. I had to look at it again. It actually, what's claimed is it's actually supposed to be a 1/4 inch above the ledge where this thing's inserted, which is actually that machine mark. If you can see it, that machine mark right there on the dipstick tube. Sorry if it's loud, it's raining. So that's right. So that distance that I measured is actually correct. So we're going to leave that alone. So I just want to kind of reiterate. But again, that's a really nice piece. I love it so far. And that's nice is it's not going to leak through here. But again, thanks for watching. See you guys next week.